Rane 72 and 12 overview series. We'll be taking a deep dive into the functions of our advanced control and performance mixer, the 72, as well as our new true vinyl motorized control turntable, the 12. In this video, we'll be covering the basic mixer functions of the 72. In the next installments, we'll cover the many ways to use both the built-in flex effects and the Serato effects. We'll also have a video that covers the pad modes. And finally, we'll have a video to cover the 12. At its heart, the 72 is a 2-channel advanced control and performance mixer with built-in effects and a full-color, multi-touch screen that displays your current track info, waveforms, library, touchable XY effects, and gives you access to the mixer's many customizable features. With its all-metal construction, the 72 is built for battle. The steel carry handles protect the front panel, and the effects paddles are die-cast aluminum. It can be used with most any combination of audio sources, including turntables, media players, drum machines, or microphones. But where the mixer truly shines is its tight integration with Serato DJ Pro. Let's load up a track. Press the View button to enter track view. While in track view, press the View button to access the library. Use the Browse knob to scroll through tracks and crates. Press the Browse knob to enter a crate or load a highlighted track. The back button will take you back one level. Once you've navigated to a crate, swipe downward to show your view options. The Browse knob is touch sensitive for quick access to the library view and will automatically return to the track view after your track is loaded or you release the knob. The track view will display the waveform of your 2 tracks and critical track status info such as BPM, time remaining, sync status, musical key, key lock status, and pitch and time status. You can scrub the track by grabbing and moving the playhead on the track overview. This can be disabled in the Serato DJ Pro settings menu by checking Disable Needle Search. In the upper corners, you'll see the key information. You have the option of either viewing in the Camelot system or standard key. You can find that option in the Serato settings menu under Library and Display. Press the key icon to enter key sync mode, and press again to disengage. The pitch and time plugin for Serato is included free with the 72. To turn it on for either track, press Shift plus key to show the pitch and time icons, then press the icon to activate pitch and time. In the lower corners, you'll find the sync controls. Pressing the sync icon will sync that track's BPM to the opposite deck, and both sync icons will turn blue. Press Shift plus the sync icon to disengage sync. At the top of each deck is the input selection. Whilst using Serato DJ Pro, you'll want to select either USB A or B depending on which USB input your computer is connected to. The dual USB inputs makes DJ handoffs as easy as switching the input selection knob. Each channel has inputs for 2 additional analog sources as well. One is a dedicated line level input for CD or media players, and one is switchable between line level and phono level input. If you're using a turntable, you can adjust your input sensitivity in the menu to dial in the appropriate settings for your equipment. Moving down from there, you'll find the input level. Adjust this to match the input level of your sources and make sure you aren't clipping. Next, we have a 3-band full kill EQ. Turning a band all the way down will completely remove those frequencies from your track. You can adjust the width of your mid-frequency band in the menu under Mixer Settings, Deck Settings, to suit your taste. Each deck has a dedicated hardware low-pass, high-pass filter. Turn to the left for low-pass and to the right for high-pass. The filter resonance for each channel can be adjusted in the menu under Mixer Settings, Filter Setup. And because these are built-in hardware filters, they'll work with any audio source. The pan of each deck is adjustable in the menu under Mixer Settings, Deck Settings. To swap the faders of channels 1 and 2, you can engage the deck swap switch on the front panel. Each of the 3 faders on the 72 is one of our new contactless Mag 3 faders. This 3rd generation design uses an enlarged sensor magnet that allows for more accurate positional sensing. The tension can be adjusted by moving a second super magnet closer to or further away from the rail with a set screw. Since they don't rely on friction for tension, the performance won't degrade over time. All of the faders on the mixer are interchangeable and replaceable. Contour adjustments and reverse switches for each fader can be found on the front panel. The cut-in point can be found in the main menu under Cut-in Adjust. Set the cut-in point of any of the faders by moving a fader to the position that you'd like the cutoff point to be and tap Set on the touchscreen. Above each of the channel faders are the Q buttons. You can adjust the level and blend of the Q mix or engage the Q split button to send the Q mix to the left ear and the program mix to the right. You can also adjust the tone settings of your headphones in the menu under Mixer Settings, Headphone Setup. There is both an 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch headphone output on the front panel. The 72 has 2 XLR 1/4 inch combo microphone inputs. Mic 1 controls can be found on the top panel and include level, tone, an on-off button, auto ducking, and a dedicated echo. The echo amount can be dialed in on the front panel. Hold down the on button for 3 seconds to engage auto duck. This will lower the volume of your mix while you're speaking. Mic 2 controls can be found on the front panel and include an on-off switch, level, and tone. If you're recording your set, you have the option of removing Mic 1 from the recording. You can find this option under Mixer Settings, Audio Out, Clean Feed. You also have the option to use the mic inputs with mono line level sources such as drum machines or keyboards. The mic line switches can be found on the back panel next to their respective inputs. The 72 features dedicated hardware controls for the sampler in Serato DJ Pro. These include a level control, a high-pass low-pass filter, and a button to send the sampler through whichever effects banks the sampler is routed to. We'll get into more detail on the sampler and effects in the next videos. The Rane 72 has an input for a 3-button foot switch. You can assign these switches to either effects bank or up to 3 assignable parameters in Serato. The foot switch can be set up in the menu under Footswitch. The session input allows a second mixer or stereo audio source into your 72. There's a dedicated level control and a Q button to preview the session input. The session output is designed for mix teams to route team audio through a master mixer. The 72 has XLR main outputs and balanced 1/4 inch TRS booth outputs with controls on the top panel. You can choose between stereo and mono output in the menu under Mixer Settings, Audio Out. The left-right balance can be adjusted here as well. The Rane app allows you to save your mixer setup preferences to your computer and upload them to a mixer at gig time. That means no matter which 72 mixer that you're performing on, it will be set up to your liking. That's it for this video. Please check out the next videos in the series for detailed explorations of the pad modes, effects, and the Rane 12.